When I first started trading stocks and later on options, I got really confused about the words long and short. When you get into options, this gets really confusing because there could be long stock, long options, short options, then overall long position, short position, or your portfolio position, whether you're long or short. So it could get pretty confusing. So if you're like that, let me give you some information that'll hopefully make all this thing really clear for you guys, or you can think about it yourself in a clear manner. So first of all, long basically means you're positive, you want it to go up. Okay, whatever it is, whether it's a stock or an option, long means that whatever is the thing that you bought, you want the price of that to go up. So you're holding it. Let's say you bought your house, you're long on your house, which means you want the price of your house to go up. That's why you're holding the house, right? That's the idea. So any kind of option that you buy, if you bought it, you want the price of that thing to go up. Whether it's a call option or a put option, you want it to go up. So that's a long option. And if you're short, you want the price of that thing to go down. So how does short work? For example, you know how a long works, right? So let's say Apple stock, you bought 100 shares of Apple. You want the stock of Apple to go up, and let's say it went up from 130 today to 150, and then you sell it at that point, then you're out of the position, right? That's how long works. Short means you sell Apple, even though you don't have anything, you sell Apple, and then because you sold it at 130, later on when it goes down to 110, you buy it back, you cover. That's what it's called, covering. You cover your position, and then you make the difference of that. So how do you sell when you don't already own it? You sell it by borrowing. So you borrow the stock that, let's say, my friend has. You borrow the $100, 100 shares of Apple from my friend, and then you sell it. And then when you cover, you buy the shares back, and then you give them back to this guy. So that's basically how it works. That's not literally how it works. Your broker takes care of the borrowing part, and then I think you pay some kind of a percentage for the short, for the borrowing costs. But that's the idea. Short is you sell first, and then you want the stock to go down, stock or option. I'm going to get into options pretty quick here. You want it to go down, and then after a certain point, you cover your position, and then you make the difference between the price that you sold it at and then the price that you're buying it at. So that's how shorting works. So now let's get into options, right? So there's the call options and the put options. There's two types of options. I'm sure if you guys are into options, you're already familiar with how this works. A call option, basically, if you buy a call option, it gives you the right to buy a certain stock at a certain price. What that means is, let's say, so I'm taking Tesla here. So if you take Tesla, like Elon Musk says it. So Tesla is currently trading at $725 today. It's April 25th, 2021. Tesla is trading at $725. Let's say you buy an $850 call option for $10. So it's $10 per one contract. So there's 100 shares in it. So basically it's 10 times 100. That's $1,000. So you pay $1,000 for, and let's say these prices are all for the May 21st expiration. So every option has an expiration date. So let's say you buy an $850 call option for $10. What that means is you're paying $100 for the right to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $850. All that means is that you expect the price of Tesla to go up beyond $850, to go up higher than $850. So let's say by May 21st or any time before that, if Tesla goes to $900, and at any point in time, you can buy the stock at $8.50. So if you buy 100 shares at $8.50 and then sell them at $900, so you just made 50 times 100, so that's $5,000 of profit by paying $1,000 ahead. Right? So that's how a long call option works. So the reason this is long is because you bought you bought one contract of $850 strike price at $10, right? You want the price of that stock up, the call option, to go up. So what happens is, as the stock starts going up, as the stock price starts going up, the price of this call option will start going up. Okay, so as Tesla starts climbing, actually let me erase this may be confusing. So as Tesla price starts climbing, the strike currently that is at 725, if it goes to 730, 735, 780, the price of this call option will start climbing as the stock price gets closer and closer to the strike price, which is $8.50 in this case. So you want the call option to go up. So that's why this is called a long call option. Okay. So now let's say you sold this. So for every option buyer, there is always an option seller. Okay. So let's say you were the guy that sold it. You're the guy. Okay, actually let me do this. You're the guy on the other side. Okay, instead of buying, you sold one call option to somebody else for $10. Okay, so you're short this position. So what you are doing is you're expecting that by May 31st or before May 31st, 21st, Tesla is not going to go to $8.50. Okay, Tesla will stay below $8.50. So you are expecting that by that date, the price of this call option is going to be below, and hopefully way below $10. So actually tomorrow, if Tesla price starts going down from 725, the price of this call option will right away reduce from $10 to $9 to $8. So you can, because you sold it, you're short. Okay, so you can buy it back, which means you cover your position, and then you make the difference between whatever you sold it at and then whatever you're buying back at. So that's how a short call option works. So you can see how the term short works, right? The idea is you're short those many positions, those many options. In this case, it's one option, one call option. You're short that because you sold it, and then you buy it back, you cover it. If it's a regular stock, you borrow it from somebody and you sell it, right? You shorted it. So you're short 100 shares of Apple, like in my previous example. Now you have to get it back to cover it. Now you're short them, right? If you're short, you have to buy it back. That's basically the contract you're signing when you short something. You always have to cover it back. So in this case, that's how a short call option works. Now if you go to the put option, so let's say currently the stock is trading at $725, and let's say you buy a $700 put option which is currently trading at $35. So you essentially pay $3,500 to buy one put option at 700 strike. So what you are doing here is, this is a long put option. So you bought one put option for $3,500 because you expect the price of this put option to go up. So as the price of Tesla starts dropping, the price of this put option will start increasing. So it's right now at 725. If it goes from 725 to 720, 715, as it starts dropping, the price of this put option will start increasing from 3,500 to 3,800 to 4,000 to 4,200. It'll keep going up. So this is a long put option. But here's something interesting. This is a long put option, but your short stock position. This is a short position overall, because you're bearish on Tesla in this case. You want the price of Tesla to go down. So even though you're long, you have a long option, that is a short position. So you can talk about your portfolio in two different terms. So you have a long option but a short position. So now let's say you sold your, just like I was talking about it in the call option context, let's say you sold this put option. So the previous example, you bought the put option. Now let's say you're the guy that wrote this contract. So the way you sell a put option is basically you write up a contract essentially, and then you sell it to somebody. And you don't literally write it. The brokerage again takes care of this thing. But the understanding is that when you sell this put option, you wrote up a contract where you're saying by that date, if the stock price is anywhere, wherever the stock price is, the guy that bought this option from you has the right to sell Tesla, 100 shares of Tesla at $700. So what that guy is thinking or hoping for is, if Tesla price goes to 600, let's say, then he can still sell it at 700, but the market price is actually 600 on the day of expiration. So let's say you're the guy that sold this thing now. Going back to my example, you sold one put option for $3,500. So if you sold it, you have to cover it back. You have to buy it back at a certain point. So what that means is you expect the price of this put option to go down between now and May 21st, right? So how is the price of the put option going to go down? It's going to go down if the stock price goes up tomorrow, if it goes up, or by that date, if the stock price is above $700, then the price of this put option is going to keep going down. So even though, so you have a short put option here, but you are long stock. You're essentially bullish on Tesla. At least you're mildly bullish. At least you don't think that it's going to go below 700. So you're mildly bullish. If you bought, or if you sold 720 put option or 725 put option, then you're really bullish. You think that the price of Tesla is going to not even go down below 725. It's going to go up. Or if you sold an $800 put option, which I think today probably is trading for $70 or something. If you sold somebody this put option, you're really bullish on Tesla. You're thinking that by May 21st, Tesla price is going to be above 800. So there's two ways to be bullish. You can sell somebody an $800 put option for $7,000 in this case. One contract is $70. Or you can buy a call option which is trading for $20, which means you pay in this case $2,000. So that's two ways to get be long on the Tesla stock. So, or the other way, of course, is you just buy Tesla. So Tesla is currently trading at $725. So if you want to buy 100 shares of Tesla, that's going to be $72,000 basically, right? So that's another way to do it. Or if you can buy less stocks, of course, but because I'm talking about options, I'm talking in terms of 100 shares, because each option contract is equivalent to 100 shares. So I hope that makes sense. So whatever you're buying, if you bought something, you want the price of that thing to go up. So you're long that thing. If you bought the stock, you have a long position on the stock. If you bought a call option, you are long on the call option, and in this case you're also long on the stock because you want the price of this Tesla to go up. if you bought a put option, so in this case, you bought it. If you bought a put option, you want the put option to go up, the price of the put option to go up. So you're long on the put option. That's a long put. So you have a long put, but you're short on Tesla because you're thinking that Tesla is not going to, Tesla prices is either going to increase from here, right? You can see the prices actually are going downwards. This is how the options are written. I don't know why they're written like that. I think it's basically a convention from back in the day when these prices used to be printed out in newspapers. So that's just the convention we still follow, which is kind of stupid, but that's just that's just the way it is. But you're thinking that when you buy the put option, you're bearish. When you buy the put option, you want the price of the put option to go up. So the price of the put option will go up if the price of stock, I think I said it backwards before. The price of the put option will go up if Tesla price actually starts dropping. So you're long put, but you're short stock. On the other hand, when you sell a put, you're short put, but you're long stock. So if this is really confusing to you, just do a contract. Just go buy a call option, or just go sell a call option, or the other way around. Go buy a put option or sell a put option, and you can pick a stock that's not Tesla. Pick one that's low priced, and based on your assumption of the stock, let's say you pick a stock like Ford or Roblox or something like that. Let's say you think that Roblox is going to go up. You can either buy the call option or you can sell the put option. So that's two ways you can be bullish on that. If you're thinking that the price of Roblox is going to go down, then you can either buy a put option or you can sell a call option above the current stock price. You can sell a call option above the stock price, or you can buy a put option below the stock price. So that's how the long and short positions work. Hopefully that's clear. You can ask me if you have any questions down in the comments.